President Greenwood, Governor Ariyoshi, Lieutenant Governor Schatz, fellow inductees, and dear friends. I'm so proud to be here today, and wow, I'm just amazed by the folks that I get to follow onto this stage. But I do know that I stand between you and drinks and booze outside, so I'll keep it short. I am so proud to be a graduate of UH. I come from a poor family that didn't have much of value, but certainly put a great deal of value on education. And I remember the day that I got my envelope from the University of Hawaii, the one school and only school that I applied to, because at the time I wanted to study marine biology, and this was the best place in the world to do it. And I thought, and it came in, and I was so nervous, and I was so thrilled to be accepted. What I didn't know was that for the rest of that summer, my parents would skip riding the bus to work and save up $1 between each one of them every day, and at the end of the week, they would have $10, and they would walk from our house to UH and put down $10 towards my dorm fees, so that by the end of the summer, I was able to actually move into Frere Hall. All of you who went there know what the nickname is. I won't say it here. And got that great start in life that I really needed, and that has been such an amazing thing for me. But we don't get to where we get by ourselves. And to this day, I am grateful to my parents for making that possible. $1 at a time. The honorees tonight have really worked their way in the world at UH. Like them, I found a new ohana. I had grown up living around the world, sort of tumbling with the winds as my dad found job after job across Southeast Asia. And when I landed in Hawaii, I truly had come to paradise. I was able to get a start at McKinley High School through some great public school teachers who took me under their wing and helped me graduate, and oftentimes paid for my school lunch or my dinner, because otherwise I would not have eaten. And when I got to UH, I found more teachers and friends. And teachers like Fred McKenzie, professor of oceanography, who took me under his wing as a young freshman and really inspired me to go on to graduate school. And I remember at the time thinking, I'll never be able to do this, especially when I hit biochemistry. Took it 2 times C's, both times, which is why I'm a poli-sci major. Hey, I wasn't that stupid. I figured that out real quick. A's in poli-sci, C's in biochem. I know where I'm headed. But it really inspired me to go to graduate school, and said, you can do it, you can do anything. And I worked $3.35 minimum wage, and was able to make my way. And it was also there at UH that I made some great friends like Mark Takai, whom I met, where are you guys? Back corner somewhere, whom I met later. Mark really impressed me, even before I ever met him, because he had the slickest campaign ads for president of Student Senate. They were everywhere. They were green and black, I think, and they were all over UH. And of course, he got elected. I also got onto the Student Senate at the same time, but I was the really bad senator because I played intramurals volleyball, so I was never there. And later on, when I ran into Mark a few years later, he's like, oh, we served in the Senate together, yeah? And I was like, yeah, but you never saw me. Unless you needed quorum, then you had to go find me in the volleyball court and make me come to work. But those connections, those friendships, are so important later on as you move on and you find your way in the world and you get to know people. You look back to the islands. You look back to where you got your start. And now that I'm in Washington and I look at where our nation is going, I think about what happens here at UH. The fact of the matter is, as the president has said, we cannot win the future without out-innovating and out-educating. And the future is going to be many of the countries in the Pacific Rim, and no school is better positioned to out-educate and out-innovate and to lead this nation into the next century than the University of Hawaii. And we're going to be that school. Our students, just as in the past, will continue to lead. I'm proud that of all the local people on the mainland as part of the administration, I'm the only UH grad. I get to look at the president and say, go Bows. But it's truly awesome how much my life has been touched by my time here, how the friendships I made, how the things that I learned, how just knowing that you can come from so little and go on to so much because of one school and the people and the relationships that you build here. And that's why I'll always keep UH in my heart. Thank you so much. This is a great honor. And always, please keep our troops who are in harm's way right now, Charlie 193rd, as well as all of our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. God bless America. Thank you.